Hey guys, Sam here at NA Studios. Today I want to show you a cool trick for creating a glitch effect on a vocal. This is in Logic Pro X and it's using just stock plugins, stock instruments, no third-party effects, nothing expensive. It's all built in already. You've got access to all the tools. Let's check it out. So here's my track and it's this extended note that I'd like to add a kind of glitch effect to. Let's take a listen to how it sounds at the moment. Okay, it sounds cool, it's been performed well, but I think it would benefit from just a little bit of jazzing up, just that just on that long note. It's super easy to do. Let's see how you can do it. So first off, I want to say I've got all these vocals going to a bus. So anything that I do to this bus is going to affect all the vocals. That's key. I'm going to create a new channel just above these vocals. So I'm going to select the bus and go to new. I'm going to do a software instrument and it's going to be a drum synth. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's just as long as you can get like a solid, fast MIDI note. Let's go to create. I'm going to go to a snare just because I don't want anything to kind of be too long. Tape the decay all the way down just in case. And then I'm going to record in some MIDI notes that I want to be the triggers for this glitch effect. So I'm going to just play in just on my keyboard, just the just on some MIDI notes. Here it is. Okay, so I've got my MIDI notes on there now, but I don't want to hear that snare drum. I don't want to actually hear it in the mix. I just want to utilize the sound of it. So before I do anything else, I'm just going to go to my snappy snare, go to stereo out and go to no output. So it's still in the session, but it's not being heard out the main stereo output. Then I'm going to go to my vocal bus and at the end of any of the processing, so after any compression, EQ, anything like that, I'm going to put a gate. So this is just the standard Logic gate, the noise gate. But I'm going to set it to duck. So I'm going to set it to the ducker just here. If we were doing a gate, then the gate would only open when there's audio. We want it to just duck when there's audio. We want it to come down instead of open. The way we do that is we set a sidechain to be that snare. So we're feeding the snare into this gate. And as it's set to a ducker, we're saying whenever there is signal coming in that sidechain, I want you to duck the sound. So I'm going to go to my sidechain, go to instrument and go to the snappy snare. So this is not coming out the main output. This is just going to be affecting this ducker. And let's take a listen to how that sounds at the moment. Then we can manipulate it a little bit. If I drag this gate out the way. Sounds pretty cool. We can affect the amount that it ducks it by, so we can tell it to duck it more or less completely, go down like 60 or 70 dB. So the effect is obviously exaggerated there. If we bring up this ducking to, I don't know, around -5, then it's not going to be anything near as extreme. You still kind of get the length of the note there because it's only been brought down by 5 dB. I find somewhere around -20 dB, which is the default, is kind of the sweet spot here. But because that is now an area of interest, you can go crazy with your automation. You can add some reverb sends there, bring up the reverb. You can add some distortion there to make it a real focus point in the song. So I'm just going to say that exactly the time when the MIDI notes are sounding, I want to bring up this reverb on all those vocal tracks. You can see I'm bringing them all up at the same time. And then I've got Slate Digital's virtual mix rack here. So it may be that I want to bring up the drive just on that section just to add a little bit of harmonic coloration. So on that same section, let's bring the drive up. Let's go crazy. Let's just go all the way on that section. And let's hear it now that we've got some accentuated reverb, some accentuated drive, and we've got that glitch effect enabled. Let's take a listen to it before, and then let's take a listen to it after. So adding that reverb just helps to lengthen those notes. It still ducks, but you've got the reverb that goes over the top of that choppy glitch effect, and it sounds pretty cool. I hope that's been useful for you. Thanks so much for checking it out. I'll see you again soon. Take care.